Hey everyone, just a quick intro today. I found myself out here looking at some trees and thinking that it's a perfect time to do some repotting. So I thought I'd film, bring you guys along, show you what I'm doing, what I'm up to. I thought it was too good of an opportunity to waste really. So I will flip the camera around and show you what we're working on today. First tree is this lovely sycamore with huge buds just about to burst into life. So this is one of 3 sycamores that I got from the Japanese garden in St. Morgan coming up to a year ago now, and I slip potted this last summer and I've left it alone. I like this bit of movement in the lower trunk. When I slip potted it, I put a rock in between the roots, so we'll have a look at that today. I've just noticed that it's got a bit of Scotch moss on it, which I would like to get rid of, and then we'll have a look at if possibly we'll remove some of these buds. So again, for anyone who is unaware, these sort of deciduous trees, the best time to do a repot is in the spring, and an even better time than that is when you can see the buds are just about to explode and come into leaf. That is the optimum time because all of the energy that's stored in these roots over the winter is now up here. So you can get away with doing a lot of work down here, and you have a very good chance of the tree recovering and surviving no problem. So that's the first tree we're going to be working on. Second is the Japanese black pine from Dave at Berrington Gardens. I love this tree. I've watched it over the winter, just admired its beauty really. It's a lovely little Japanese black pine, and I just want to have, I'm not going to do any crazy root work, but I just want to have a look at the root system itself, make sure that we're on the right track, and then possibly slip pot it into something bigger, so that it can put down some more roots. So look at that, those candles, look. So that's what we'll be doing with that one today. So as per usual, I'm unprepared and my proper tools are inside the house, and I can't be bothered to go get them. Boom. So we're just going to poke away this top layer. That Scotch moss is incredibly invasive. See, I put that in last year. We'll keep that. Probably do something with it again. So you guys know me by now. You know I'm not fussy with tools, and I'm showing you that a simple wooden chopstick will do absolutely fine. So as some of you will know, but some of you will not, the sycamore is a very large leafed deciduous tree native to this part of the world. It has a humongous leaf. Hang on, I'll give you an example. That is a baby sycamore. These leaves are only about, I would say no more than 4 days old. They've already got to that size, and this is a young, look, this is like a first year. This is 2 years. So that's the kind of rapid growth we're talking about with this species of tree. Very prolific grower, very, very strong, very, very hardy. So really good beginner tree basically, because you can't really go wrong. We'll put that to the test anyway. So the challenge with the sycamore is to try and keep that leaf size down, so you can do partial or complete defoliation through the season, which I will probably do on this tree this year. I didn't last year. I was not brave enough. but this tree serves its purpose as a practice tree for me, really. So I haven't really got anything into it. It's not particularly valuable or anything. It's more sentimental value than anything else. There's a lot of roots there. So now we've got something a bit more like this. I definitely would not have had the bravery to do this last year. Obviously it was a bit smaller last year, being first or second year. I think I paid the pricely sum of £5 for the pot that had 3 of these sycamores in. At the time I knew absolutely nothing about trees, so I was like, ooh, I got excited by that. And you know what, they mean quite a lot to me now. So I don't know where the other 2 are. Yes I do, but they're not as interesting. This one was the most aggressive grower, so this is the one that I concentrated on. So now we're getting down to have a better look at these roots. Obviously I've got rid of all that Scotch moss because that's not great, and it's actually quite a weird looking root system. What can you guys see there? So we've got the top, you come down, you are missing a lot of roots. I think because I put that rock in there, it actually might have, look how long those are. Ooh, gross. It might have prohibited roots from growing out of this direction. Look, there's a scar in there. Okay, so this is a bit of a mess. You see this root comes back on itself, comes back into, can you see that? So he follows around, comes back, and then goes back into the root ball. So we definitely have to get rid of that one. What a weird root system. Well, we know that's not going to be in it, so we may as well just get rid of that now. Save ourselves the trouble. Ready? Let's see how much we pull out. Oh, they're connected. Oh, no, they're not. Scrap that. They weren't connected. I thought they were. Okay, so now we can unravel. So now we've got, if you see, we've got this side. Okay. Some pretty healthy roots there. And then on this side, we've kind of got, it's actually really hard to see. It's quite a mess. Right, so I'm going to go in here and take, quite a risky move, take all of that root off. Ooh, scary stuff. So now what we're left with is something a bit more manageable. We've got this nice, is it nice though? Not really. These overlapping roots. We could make some sort of like plat design out of that in the end, I don't know. Now's the time to decide though, because look, look at that, I can actually unravel them. I can unravel them and spread them out and create a better surface root system. So we'll do that. Problem solved, isn't it? Look at that. So I think I'm just going to leave the rest of the root system because it's not that bad and I've taken a lot off and I'm not that brave. We'll take that bit off. Okay, so there we have the finished root system. Hope you guys can make sense of what I was talking about. Make sure to keep your roots moist. You guys know I like to keep it real with you on this. channel. I don't have proper bonsai soil to repot with, so I'm going to take out all the Scots moss and any weeds, and then reuse the soil because it's pretty good and it's only been in there a year. But I have added some akadama because I want to try and get this tree a bit more acclimatized to bonsai type soil with better drainage and things like that. So for the repot, I think we're going to use this. It's quite nice. It'll give it plenty of room to grow. And with the tree in there, we can add our rock back in like this, and it'll be about the right size. So you guys know the score by now. We put a drainage screen in, our guide, our tie-in wires, then some drainage, and then I'll get back to you. Drainage screen. Right, so there's our sort of drainage layer with some mounded in the middle. I don't have any tie-in wires for this one because there was only one drainage hole in the bottom. This isn't a bonsai dish, this is an ornamental bowl of some description that I drilled into the bottom of. So that's why we don't have tie-in wires. In order to get this rock in, I'm going to remove one more root, this one here. So that I can insert said rock. So we've got two sort of root directions there. I'm going to put our rock. I think that's pretty good. And then, like I said, we're going to try and separate. I ripped it a little bit there, that's not ideal. Oh, you see that? Uh-oh. Okay, scratch that. Place it in where I can. If I leave that alone, it should heal, but maybe not. And that's why we have practice trees. And so that was kind of the plan. Something like that. It's going to be very difficult without tie-in wires, not going to lie. If I press that down, that makes it a bit easier. Now let's put some more soil in. Like so. Going to put some moss over that root and hope that it survives, but the main point being, there's no camera tricks here, guys. There's no, I said that this is a practice tree for a reason, part of which is learning. We all need to make mistakes to learn. Not all of us can admit it, but I bear all to you people, you lovely, lovely people. So actually, that's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So finish off. Add a few bio golds in there. It's just a fertilizer. And then we'll just add some moss over the areas we'd like to protect, like that. just because those roots are a bit close to the surface. I'll probably take this off once I know the tree's okay again. So here we are, let's get some water on it. So I need to go find another little rock just to prop that part up. I was actually better, I found this little piece of pottery that we'll just use like that to prop the front like this. So now we can have a look at these buds. You see how they're just about to break. Anyway, so that's that. I'll give you guys a quick spin of this tree. Done. Now move on to this Japanese black pine. I probably said at the beginning, but this is from Berrington Gardens, which I'll link in the description below if you'd like to buy yourself one of these. Oh, look at that. A friend. Hello, friend. Shall I name you? Oh. Rest in peace. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Okay, look at that, guys. Look at that. So I did a post about this a little while ago, but mycelium is a symbiotic, maybe. Is that the right word? Symbiotic? I don't know. It's basically a healthy fungus. It's a very, very good sign. Most pines have it. If you pull your pine out of its pot and you see this mold looking stuff all over it, that is a very, very good thing indeed. No surprise though, as it is from Dave at Berrington Gardens. For those of you who don't know, I did a video for Dave a little while back now. He was probably the first person who really took a chance and sent me some things for free, which as a business doesn't really make too much sense, but he did it and I made a video about it and he was really happy with the video, and since then it's kind of given me the confidence to carry on with this video making stuff. So, you know, this tree really to me symbolizes the start of making videos really. So I'm having a look at this tree and I think it's perfect. I think it's in really good condition. I saw Dave put a post the other day where he did all of his Japanese black pines, and his treatment this time of year was not to do any type of repot. It was to de-weed and then put them back into this same, is that 9 centimeter maybe? Back into the 9 centimeter pot. But just with more soil in the bottom and take the top off. So basically take the top off, put more in the bottom so it can expand. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with ours yet, but first thing first will be to de-weed this top. Dave also uses a very heavy perlite mixture with his trees. Quite a nice, just uncovered a nice base there, haven't we? Just gained quite a bit of tree just from doing that. I'll tell you what, the mycelium gives off this really crazy smell. Keep some of that perlite, no point in wasting it. Okay, so now we have something that looks a bit more like that. I've thought about it for a minute. I'm actually going to follow Dave's instruction and do the same as him. and repot it back into the same pot, but just with a new sort of drainage layer for it, so that it can throw down some more roots this year. And it has a weed-free top as well, which I guess will help. So let's just fill in that bottom. Like so. Now put our tree back in. Squish it in. Not much room there. So now it's weed-free. I'm not going to bother mossing the top because I've just unmossed it. I haven't done any serious root work, so it won't need anything. Just keep an eye and make sure it doesn't dry out. Okay, so here's another look at the Japanese black pine. What I'm going to do now is just trim these little roots that are picking up, we'll pick them off. And then I'm going to do a real quick needle pick on some of these that we don't need. So there we have it, guys. A little bit, obviously too early to do any real styling, but there's a little bit of congestion going on down here, so we just removed that and kept this little guy. And then I just cleared up this middle section so that we can see it. You've just seen how healthy those roots are. I'm not worried at all about damaging this tree. Again, it's a good time of year to be doing it. So that's kind of that one as well. It is absolutely gorgeous, so healthy. I cannot recommend Berrington Gardens enough. Like I said, link will be in the description. So there we are, guys. To the few people that are probably still interested at this point, we've got one Japanese black pine and a sycamore ready to go, all repotted and happy. So there we are, guys. Just a quick one today, nothing crazy, but I didn't want to miss out, so I thought I'd film it. Wherever you guys are in the world, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.